Whoa! What is up, my friends on the internet? Back at it with another video, and on today's episode, I am almost gonna fall down in the intro, apparently. But now that I have not fallen down, we are gonna be working on my Triumph Scrambler 900. On today's episode, we are gonna be adding a dart fly screen so that I can stop getting beat up so bad on the highway. Let's get it. Alright, so here we have it, the dart fly screen. I went with the tallest one they make for the bike because why not have the most coverage possible? They're all pretty small, so might as well have the largest one. I forgot what it's called, so I'm floating it on the screen right now, but opening it is pretty chill. It is just that, a screen, and then this is going to be the brackets to hold it on, I imagine. Ugh, yep, let's see. I always do this one-handed instead of getting a tripod, which you might love, you might hate, but it's not going to change. Ugh, there we go. Those are brackets, seems pretty straightforward. Instructions included in the bag, thankfully. None of that SW Motec, have to look it up online shit. And all of the hardware. So, yeah, pretty simple. You can see bolted onto there, bolted onto the bike, bolted onto there, bolted onto the bike. This should be really quick install. But let's push the bike out and get to it. So before we get started on this install, I want to apologize for the fact that the carport kind of looks like the house is currently a construction zone. That is simply on account of the fact that the house is currently a construction zone. Casa de Cosworks is getting a new bathroom. It looks great, I love it, but for now, there's trash everywhere. I'm sorry, y'all. Alright, so the first step is to install these black rubber grommets. The instructions say it's easier from the inside of the screen, like the back side. I did it that way and it worked out perfectly well. I just compress them, push them in, and pop them out. It's pretty easy. This one isn't actually popped all the way out, so you can maybe see some in real time. There we go. Just make sure that they're open all the way so they have a clear hole for the screws to pass through. All right, next you're gonna remove that screw right there that holds on the right side of the headlamp bracket. For that, you're gonna need a Torx T40. If you don't have a Torx T40, what you're gonna wanna do is instead of working on your motorcycle, you're gonna wanna get on your motorcycle and go to the auto parts store and buy a Torx T40 and quit half-assing. All right, let's keep going. All right, next you're gonna build the bottom portion of this using the 30 mil bolt, which is about 1.1 inch, I believe. You're gonna use a washer on the outside and then this bigger spacer on the inside. And this is gonna replace that headlight bolt there. You want to make sure that this little triangular piece is between there. That's what's going to keep it from like shimmying around. So I'm going to button that up now and we'll jump back into it. Alright, so that's it loosely attached. Annoyingly, it's not Torx anymore, it's regular Phillips, which I definitely prefer Torx, but either way, totally fine. Let's keep on going. Alright, next we're going to repeat those steps on the left-hand side of the bike to get that bracket done, and through a little bit of movie magic, it is on there. Nice and good and loose. Both of them are mounted. Let's continue, my friend. Just a quick tip to save you some headache. If you tighten this one completely before you loosen this one, this will hold the headlight in place and you won't have to worry about adjusting the headlight. So yeah, maybe I'll throw some font a little bit back in this video so you can remember to do that. But yeah, that'll help you a ton. I got this one mostly tight. I don't want to do it completely until I have the windscreen kind of lined up. But yeah, tighten one of them down completely just to hold the headlight at its angle. Next up, we're going to use these little guys here. There's 4 of them, but we're going to put a little washer on them. There's also 4 of those, and we're going to mount the bottom of the windscreen to that bracket. Okay, those screws are in. To tighten those, you're going to want to use a T25. If you don't have a T25, you know what to do. And with that T25, you're going to want to just tighten those gradually, getting them tighter and tighter, just so everything seats nice and evenly without any kind of weird flex. Okay, here we are, snug as a slug in a pug, or whatever that saying is. The install had a couple little tricks, so I'm gonna go through some tips now just to kind of let you know, to save you some time. Like I said earlier, make sure you tighten this one down completely before you loosen this one. That will maintain the headlight angle. Tighten these down gradually, just a few turns, and that'll cinch up nice and tight. And this little guy here, this little claw, you want to make sure it's making contact with that bracket when you tighten it down. That'll keep it from having some wiggle. If you find that you tighten yours down and it's wiggling about, it's probably that you need to loosen this, make sure that's actually touching, like angled all the way back, like push it back, and then tighten it down, and you should be good to go. So there are a lot of fly screens / windscreens on the market for this bike. Why did I pick this one? There are honestly numerous reasons. At first, I was considering getting the one directly from Triumph. It is clearly designed to go on the bike. It looks really good, but that one is kind of pricey, and it is not very tall at all. The dollar for coverage ratio there is bad. And then as far as looks go, I found one that looked amazing on the bike. Here it is right here. It is from a company called Unit Garage. I think it really fits the vibe I'm going for. It's super adventure-y, looks aggressive. It has that extra bar there that will allow you to mount a GPS, which is something I kind of want to do on this build. So it would have been perfect, but I've never bought anything from that brand. And at this point in my motorcycling career, I guess, I'm not terribly interested in seeking out new brands. I am kind of more interested in being loyal to brands that have consistently provided me with really quality products. And that brought me to Dart. So I have put these Dart fly screens on a lot of motorcycles at this point. Just from memory, I mounted one on my Bonneville T100. I mounted one on the Bonneville Bobber, as well as the Triumph Trident. That's 3 fly screens right there, and they were all really, really good. So I don't really see any reason to stray. You get good coverage for a good price, and everything is included in the box. And I really can't drive the point home about the value anymore. For instance, like I said, everything comes in the box with this one, but that Triumph one that was not only shorter and more expensive does not come with this bracket. So you have to buy this bracket kit here, which just honestly feels a little bit exploitative. It's kind of like selling a person a car with no wheels. You kind of need the wheels. I kind of need the brackets. So why not just include them all in the box? Even if that means on your back end you have to raise the price a little bit, at least give us all the parts. There's absolutely no point in selling them separately. Or at the very least, sell them together with a little bit of a discount and then have an option to buy them separately. Let's say I break the fly screen, I already have the mounts. Yeah, sure, don't make me buy the mounts again, but at least offer some sort of combo package to get the whole thing ready to go for less money, like Dart does. So it's just really, really good product. And that Unit Garage one really does look great. That GPS mount looks awesome. I think it's probably a really great product. But for me, again, I saw no reason to stray whatsoever. This one is going to work for me. Those may have looked better. Those may have been more trending or something. But this is going to get me covered, and it's going to keep me out of the elements for a good price. And I'm going to give back to a company that has been pretty good to me. I think it's all about fostering those relationships, whether it's with a motorcycle part company, whether it's with your coffee shop, whether it's with a clothing brand. If they were good to you, be good to them, you know? But speaking of being good to people, go ahead and hit thumbs up if you haven't yet. And definitely, if you're liking these videos, hit subscribe. So many of my viewers do not subscribe, and that does not help. Hello. He is building a bathroom for me. You're good. You're good. Yeah, that's it. That's it for this one. I will see you on the next one. Have a really good day. Peace.